Hey, and welcome to my next Let's Play. Gonna be doing the first Silent Hill. I think I said something about it in Resident Evil that I wanted to play it at some point by the end of the year. If I hadn't, well, I want to play it some point by the end of the year, so there you go. I'm gonna probably skip past the intro here. As great as it is, and as great as the music is and everything in it, it kind of gives you a little context about the car crash. I don't actually know how enforced the copyrights for that song is, so I'm just gonna pass on by. Basically, it just kind of shows you some context of like pre-game stuff, and then it ends with them getting in a car accident, which is what happens in this. When you start, apparently I was taking too long on the menu and wanted to show the game. So we're gonna hit start. We'll do hard, why not? I might have shot myself in the foot, but we'll see how that goes. I haven't played this game in quite a long time. Long enough that I feel like I should play it. I was going to play it on my PlayStation 1 because this is my PlayStation 1 copy. I was going to play it on the PlayStation 1, but for some reason, like, OBS wasn't recording the audio. There was an update before that. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But, so, I busted out the PS2 instead, so it's not perfectly, you know, original hardware, but, you know, it's still the original copy. This place is a ghost town. Cheryl. Where's Cheryl? Alright. If I remember correctly, you can't really pick up anything in this intro. It's just, you know, footsteps. It's just, you know, the setup. It's bright. I might have turned the brightness up on my TV a little too much. It looks like a little kid. Cheryl?
Is that Cheryl?
It's voice acted. You know, it's dangerous to run around out here alone, kid. Especially out here in the road with this, like, dense fog. I like if you pay attention right here, she literally fades away in the distance. It was really a cool effect, especially for the time period. I apologize if I keep clearing my throat. I was sick a few weeks ago, and even though I'm better, I still kind of have like a little bit of residual stuff in my throat that's causing me to still have a little bit of a cough and all. Hopefully that doesn't get too bothersome. I mean, at this point, if it does, I probably will just scrap and re-record it. But if I don't, you know, just know that it wasn't too bad. What is it? What is this? I hope it's not Chris. Gotta love the sirens in the background. See, this is, you know, I don't know if I've ever talked about it. I don't remember if I've ever talked about it. But one of the gripes I have with a lot of modern games is they try to be too cinematic like films. This is a very cinematic game, like a movie, but it still plays like a game. Like, one of the problems I have with a lot of modern games is just that they try to play like movies that give you a little bit of stuff to do to justify that it's a game. It's like, why didn't you just make a CG movie instead? You know? So, yeah, it's annoying to me that a lot of games are like that. That's strange, it's getting darker. Better than nothing, I guess. But yeah, I that's a pet peeve of mine. To where, like, broken wheelchair. What's this doing here? Like, it's a pet peeve of mine that, like, a lot of modern games are just trying to be movies. Like, a lot of failed wannabe directors and cinematographers have gotten into the game industry and then they don't know how to make a game. They just tried to make a movie and it is kind of boring. What's this? But you know, that's just my opinion. Agree to disagree. Mileage may vary with your opinions with it, and if you feel the need or you're compelled to say something in the comments, like I said, I've always said, you know, you're free to do so, just be respectful about it. And what's all of this? Man, it really went down, didn't it?
What is this? What's going on here?
It looks like a Gibdo from Ocarina of Time. So, I'm already gonna, like, yeah. You can't continue in the game unless you die here. If you run back, if they'll let me show you, never mind. I was gonna say, if you run back, like, it isn't very far before you just hit a complete wall. And, like, a literal wall that wasn't there is, like, put there. And I just wanted to show that because I thought it would be neat. And, of course, the cutscenes were pretty ahead of their time for the when this game came out. But at the same time, it's a pretty big contrast to the in-game graphics, which I don't really care about graphics. To me, like, as long as the game is good, fun to play, got a great story and stuff, that's more important than you know, to me.
But I'm all right, I guess.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
You from around here?
Now, it makes me wonder how he got here, you know?
Wait a second, I'm just a tourist.
I'm just a tourist.
I came here for a vacation. I just got here. I don't know what happened. I'd like to find out myself.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Have you seen a little girl?
I wonder what that pinball cabinet is back there. Like if it's themed or not.
Short, black hair. My daughter.
I guess it depends on where you go, but it's hard to find a diner that looks like this these days.
Where's everybody?
Unless it's trying to be like, you know,
I knew, believe me.
a hipster joint or something.
But from what I can tell,
But I miss those ketchup mustard bottles like that. You don't really see those places these days.
all I know.
Maybe it's just where I'm around, you know?
What's your name?
Harry.
I don't know if I would feel too comfortable sitting in those chairs, though. I don't know how stable they are. Because, like, look at them. They don't have, like, any support in the back, you know? From the top to the bottom.
And the radio, too. I'm going back to call in some reinforcements. Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
My daughter. I've got to find her.
They had a buy one, get one down at the local grocery store.
It's dangerous out there.
I gotta go get some frozen yogurt,
In
man.
that case, I need to find her now. Cheryl's my little girl. I can't just leave her out there by herself.
Have you got a gun?
His hand is, like, spazzing out. You see that?
No.
It looks like it's getting big and then small, then big and then small.
Take this.
It's probably just the
You don't
graphics.
have to use it.
And hope you don't have to use it.
Now listen to me.
Or it might have just been on my TV and
Before
not
you
on
pull
the
trigger,
recording.
know
We'll
who you're
see.
shooting. And don't do it unless you have to. And don't go blasting me by mistake. Got it?
Those are some pretty good rules, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Sybil. I'm a writer. I know how to use guns.
I'll be
Harry's
back.
profession is a writer, by the way. He also, like, I don't know, like, he's a writer, so that's kind of one of the reasons why he's not very, like, sporty, so he runs out of like stamina pretty quickly. I got a health drink. Got a flashlight. I got a map. Ooh, what was that? I guess we'll go ahead and throw down a save. Someday, someone may experience these bizarre events. Hopefully, they will find these notes useful. Yeah, why not? I'm not going to go back to that save anyway. Cafe. 3 a.m. I think there's a knife over here, isn't there? Yeah, more health drinks. Knife. Even though the kitchen knife I don't think is very great in this game, but, you know, better to have it than not need it, I guess. A radio. Is it broken? Can't hear anything.
What's that? Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
Who knows? Better check it out, man. Oh no, it's a pterodactyl. Oh yeah, this is hard mode, isn't it?
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
Grab the radio. Pocket radio. I'm gonna take the gun off. I don't remember if it is like in Resident Evil where you run faster when you don't have a weapon equipped. But we're gonna hit up a few places real quick. Where could Cheryl have gone? I guess I'll check that alley again. Bachman Road. Finney Street. Levin Street. Matheson Street. There's some ammo right here on the out. No parking anytime. Luckily that sign was there to, like, you know, hide the fact that I ran into that wall and looked like a fool. You're gonna run in, like, if you ever play this game, one of the things you'll realize is you're gonna run into like a lot of walls. Because Harry, like, doesn't have, you know, he doesn't have anti-lock brakes. He just runs into everything. But before we go to that street, we're gonna come over here to this like 7-Eleven. Because there are stuff in here. Is my flashlight not on? Or is it just not dark enough in here? Yeah, I guess it's just not dark enough in here. Grab it. There we go. Health drink. There should be several healing items and maybe some bullets in here if I remember correctly. It's just one of those things that you just run around and you find. Like, if you just run around Silent Hill in this game and in part 2, like, you find a lot of, like, healing items and supplies and stuff. Like, it's kind of ridiculous how much you find. I don't know if the difficulty will affect that, but you can find stuff everywhere. Is there anything behind the counter? No. I will not drop a save because I saved pretty recently. We gotta watch out for Petrie out here. Go find Spike and leave me alone. Okay, nothing there. I still haven't picked back up the Silent Hill 2 remake since I made it to the hospital. I just have had no desire to do so. Like, it just, I don't know. I guess a lot of people who didn't play the original really liked it, and I'm glad they got an opportunity to experience it. But as somebody who played the original to death and back, like, the way a lot of the characters act in the remake is just kind of, like, off-putting. Especially like Maria. Maria is a little too, you know. I like how she's confident and I like how she's outgoing in the original, but they kind of just make her a little too, like, you know, I don't know how to say it without sounding kind of cruel about it, so I just won't say it, I guess. But watch out, dog. I guess what I'll say is I don't like how forward she is in the remake, where in the original she was very subtle and nuanced about things. She's like way in your face about stuff. To school.
Isn't this Cheryl's sketchbook? She's at the school.
That's weird. Kids wanting to go to school? Midwich Elementary School. Take this steel pipe. Then look at her sketchbook. Sketchbook cover. This picture it's me. The first picture that Cheryl drew in the sketchbook that I gave her on the 5th birthday. You know, not to be that kind of guy, but if this is the cover and she drew it on the cover, she didn't draw it in the sketchbook, guy. Like, yeah, I'm going to be pedantic about it. I gave it to her for her 5th birthday. Man, she must not have sketched that much in it over the last 3 years then. Watch out for the dog. Probably will immediately get bitten in the face by the dog. Oh, what did I say? Harry's anti-lock brakes, you know, his lack of them, he ran right into the wall and the dog got him. Watch out now. Coming from downtown. Petry's trying to get in on it. I think we have to do an elaborate scheme of puzzles to get to the place, if I remember correctly, because like you can't just go straight to the school. Street am I on? 11th Street. I think we have to go to Matheson Street or somewhere around there. I know we need to be on that side of the road, and there's going to be like a locked door. Yeah, right about here, I think. Is this it? It's locked. Whoop. Ah! Probably a doghouse, though I'm not sure since there's no dog around. Nothing particular around. I think that's the door, right? One of those. One of these, maybe it's the one that the camera will... Oh, come on, Harry. Trying to wait to see if there's one where the camera kind of flips over or not. Or maybe it's where I gotta find it. 11th Street. Doghouse. Is this not the one where you have to find the 3 keys? Oh, yeah, it is that one where you have to find the 3 keys. I guess there's nothing else there. Oh, maybe I gotta... Yeah, I gotta find that clue inside the house, if I remember correctly. Get out of my way. That dog's gonna get me. Like the... Oh, my God. Well, the rhythm didn't get me tonight, and neither did the dog. Get in the house. Ah, well. How's my health looking? One of these days, I'm going to hit the right button, which is on the left. First aid kit, because it's select, it's not start. Some ammunition. I hear a lot of people make the comment that it's America, so of course it's going to be... Look at that. Look at that Coca-Cola bottle sitting on the table. Is that a Coke bottle? Looks like it to me. Anyway, I hear like they're like, oh, it's America, so there's, you know, people just have ammunition sitting out, and it's like, I mean, have you seen what's going on in the town? Of course there's like ammunition and stuff sitting out. You just like, come on, dude. Let's be reasonable here, bro. Alright. Oh, what? There are 3 locks on the door. What does the map say? Keys for Eclipse. And then there's a circle, a line, and a arrow. And all 3 of those is where we find the keys. But I think I'm going to call the first episode here. Now that we're in this comfy little house, I'm going to save it and call it here. I appreciate you watching. If you made it to this point in the video, I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.